So, I'm in no way sponsored, but I highly suggest you check out the Tales of Rein Ravine on Patreon. They're amazing. They also have Instagram and a TikTok. Okay. So this is Tales of Rein Ravine, as I said before. You can support them on Patreon. Please do. I already plugged that, but I need to plug it again. When you first get in the game, you'll have a character creator. I already did that. The girl's cute. The girl's cute. It's not finished. This is a demo, okay? This is not a finished game. But let's just appreciate the mechanics because they're out of this world. We'll go look at the horses first. It's important, you know. This is Spot. We'll look at Spot. It looks really good for a demo. It's really well done. I'm actually surprised, like, I haven't seen more about it. It's really cool because this horse is completely different when you ride than those two horses down there that are more beginner friendly. Milo is an old horse, so I'll tell you about Milo. He was the first show horse bought to Monica Grunhoff by her family about 15 years ago. Now, at the ripe old age of 23, this veteran gelding occasionally serves as a riding school horse, teaching the rookies. In his youth, he is used to be a top-tier jumper. Nowadays, he still jumps small jumps, up to 90 centimeters in height. Milo is an easygoing and experienced horse who has seen everything. Most of Milo's days are spent relaxing on the mountain pastures. So he's really, like, he's a lot slower. He's really easy to ride. And something that's really cool to note in the settings, which I love the font, by the way, not that that really matters. You can get the demo, download it, super easy to install. It runs really well on my computer. But you can actually include realistic jumping. It comes unchecked, but I've been playing with the realistic jumping. In real life, horses can jump only at certain positions during the canter stride. This phase occurs when both of its hind legs are in the air and approaching the ground. Learning to time the jump and see the correct amount of strides between obstacles is a major aspect of real-life show jumping. This is why I love this game. Like, you can play on a simplified version, but if you really want to learn, this game has a high educational value, in my opinion. I think because it's geared towards adults, and when your trainer is working with you, they swear and it act just like a lot like a real trainer would, and it's just refreshing. But I'm gonna keep reading. When realistic jumping setting is on, jumping is only allowed during the correct phase in the canter animation. Please note that this setting will make show jumping gameplay significantly harder. Experience in horseback riding may be required to fully understand and learn how to play with this setting. Tip: as a general rule, you should aim to press the spacebar when the leading front leg hits the ground. That's another cool thing, is they have lead changes. When competing with the realistic setting turned on, the clock ticks 3.5% slower. This is to make up for the extra time that is needed to adjust striding. This setting can't be turned on or off during a competition. So I'll show you the really cool stuff now, which is the horses. Come over here to the riding school notice board. You can read all this. This is another really cool thing. SOS, very important. Recently, we've noticed irregular amounts of apples and carrots missing. Feeding the horses anything, including treats or extra hay, is strictly forbidden. Horses can get seriously ill or even die from eating unsuitable feed. A rider who fails to follow this order will be banned from entering the equestrian center. That is so important! That is so important because you know what? Like, so many people don't realize you can't just like give random horses apples or carrots. They can have like sugar intolerances. Amanda's pony, for example, it's called Cushing's. They get like a really hairy coat, but it affects their blood sugar. It's kind of like diabetes for horses. Very, very sensitive to sugar. It could actually kill them and make them colic. So it's just cool that they put that in there because a lot of the time you just like endlessly feed horses carrots and apples and stuff when realistically, like, that's really dangerous. We'll start with the first time riding. It's pretty simple here. What is your name? Vanderwall. Did you just say Vanderwall? Well, you must really be a good rider then. Want to try some in and out combinations today? Why are you riding Milo, by the way? Sure. You wouldn't want to switch to a more suitable jumper? Milo is as old as the sky. His scope isn't what it used to be. Old man's gotta retire one day. Oh, you don't want to jump? More of a dressage type girl? Hold on. Girl, you gotta be fucking with me right now. You don't know what dressage is? How long have you been riding? This is your first time on a horse? Oh, wow. Excuse me. I'm sorry. I think I must have mistaken you for someone else. I knew there was a beginner lesson book for today, but I wasn't expecting it to be someone with your last name. You know what? Forget everything I said earlier. Milo is the perfect horse for you. My name is Monica, by the way. I'm a junior riding instructor here at Gernhoff Heights. Don't sweat. We'll start slow. Move your mouse to look around. Let's start by walking a bit. Hold W down until the horse walks. Good job. Now you can let go now. Milo will stay walking on his own. Horses here at Gernhoff are well-trained European warm bloods and ponies. We are very proud of them. We only select high-quality horses that are self-going and don't need constant support to stay moving. Lazy horses are just not ideal for a rider who aims to the top. Which you do, right? Aim to the top? Now let's practice how to slow down. So, you just hold S and see how the bar like slowly goes down? That's how it's done. Now walk again. And so you press W to walk, and if you hold it, it's a faster walk. If you press S, it slows it down. You can adjust it, the pace, but as you adjust the pace, watch the horse too, because it's really cool. You're holding two reins in your hands, left and right. Reins are attached to the metal bit in your horse's mouth. Rein cues are used for many things in horseback riding, though. I won't teach you all of them today. One thing you can do with reins is to tell your horse to turn. Pull the right rein with D. So I'm playing on mouse and keyboard. I don't know if you can play the controller. I haven't. I think it's kind of made for PC, which is really incredible. Because the A and D buttons act as reins. Like, if you press them both at the same time, it doesn't teach you this till a later lesson. It does completely, like, halt your horse. Like, that's first person halt, but yeah, when it comes to learning, any sport, repetition is important to build your muscle memory. Follow my instructions again. Oop, we backed up. You're getting the hang of this. We should probably finish for today. I have some errands to run. Give Milo a pat on the neck. Good boy. And then they have like a bunch of lessons, and as you progress, you get free riding. So it teaches you everything you need to learn. Even dressage, like riding a young horse. So we'll do this one. What's up on this beautiful morning? Oh, come on, don't be so grumpy. 6 a.m. is the best time to exercise. You and Rose have more in common than you think. Take a bit of a trot with Rose while I open my iced latte. It's cute because it's like realistic. I don't know. So to trot, you use both right and left mouse button. About Rose, by the way, she's the youngest of our... oh, I think it's a typo. She's youngest out of our stable's horses at the moment, only 5 years old. Like I said before with Spot, it's good for young horses to progress to try out different horses. I think I didn't read that right. Take a bit of a short canter around the arena. So the canter is really interesting because, yes, there's a short canter, which is really nice. I'll let you look at the animation. Rose might be a bit above your skill level at the moment, but eventually you'll get there. She reacts very fast to any riding cue. Forward, halt, legs. She's super flexible as well. Tight turns with her are like heaven. If this lesson goes well, I'll let you practice with her occasionally on your own, if you promise to take things slowly. And they emphasize, like, slowly training your horse, which is important. I love that they put that in there. There's just little details that it's just a nice addition. Let's do an 8-figure in working canter next. So it says working canter, so we got to get to the working canter, which is slightly above the short canter. She's like really chill, actually. We already learned that there's also like turning and leg aids, which I've skipped, but I can show you that. There's a lot of lessons. The lessons are very important. They do teach you a lot. And because you can actually use your leg as a riding aid with your rein, which I think is just like the coolest. That they included things like half halts, leg aids. I think we should move to the grass paddock. I built some fences there yesterday. We have local show jumping competitions here soon, so I wanted to practice outside. Follow me. I want to see you gallop around the arena. Go as fast as you can. So we'll go as fast as we can. And the fastest we can go is the long canter. And you would think that when you jump it would be like this, but it's not. When you do competitions, they expect you to actually memorize the pattern like you would in a real competition, which is super cool. This is awesome. Graphics look good. Has a nice flow too. Yeah, it's so comfy. Like, it feels so natural. And it feels like you're riding a horse because they do spook. Like I said, at certain jumps, you have to, like, bump them forward by using, like, watch the legs when I bump. Like, they go in, right? They go in like you would when you click forward, when you bump them forward. So if they get nervous when you're approaching a jump, you have to give them a bump and then, like, have them jump over it. It's really cool. She also loves jumping, so I want you to try that. She has very high jumps. Just be aware. And it teaches you about, like, their energy and how you need to, like, conserve it and take the jump as, like, short as possible. See, I'm slowing her down. She's, like, automatically running forward, and yeah. You can sort onto the short canter for the tight turns. Wow, we took that early. Okay. I need to concentrate because I can't talk and jump at the same time. It actually requires you to use your brain, and I love it. So let's jump her. Ah! What's really cool is you need to look at the map and memorize it because it doesn't tell you really where to go. It's super awesome. Now these are just the show jumps, but they also have dressage, and you can set up your own jumps in the arena. You could build your own courses. Here you could pick a dressage arena and wha-bam. There's that. You can pick an empty arena. Different pre-made jumping courses, which is super awesome. And then you can save your own courses. So I'm just gonna pick this one right now. And I kind of want to show you Damon because he is totally different than Rose. And what's cool, you can just take the horse back to the stall. I like that it skips all the tedious little animations. So this is Damon. He is really fast. He's a baby. But he's really fun. And he goes really fast. And he's a big boy. But I'll show you him. Because, like, look how fast he's going compared to... That's backwards. We were running him at a jump backwards. Oh, they're numbered. I didn't realize that. So, okay. Let's go do the course as it's intended with our boy Damon. I like Damon. Reminds me of Vampire Diaries. He's a little bit... He gets, like, cranky, too. He's very sensitive. Like, the second you tap go, he goes. And now he just started sprinting. Like, did you see that? I didn't touch anything. That was him. That's all him. That's all him. And he's, like, sensitive to your leg cues, but he did that again. That wasn't me. And... Like, Rose, sometimes you have to get her to go. You have to, like, bump her twice. It's just very interesting because it's very much like riding a real horse. I don't know. There's just so many little things you got to think of. So many little, like, the reins and the positioning and the stride. But you really need to pay attention to the strides.
That's my girl.
Hey, thanks so much for that. Ooh. Seven. I don't know if he'll spook at this. 8. Whoop. So I should have slowed him down because he was just going like a bat out of hell. I think you will have this in the free demo, but you can raise the jumps just by clicking E and Q, so you can lower the jump as well. All the way down to 20 centimeters. And so you can raise it from 20 all the way to 190 centimeters. I don't know if this boy can do this, but let's try it. How much is the game? So this game is a free demo right now. You can support the game for $3.50 and get a more complex version of the demo and get horses like Damon and Rose. But you do not have to pay to play, which is really nice. It is a free demo, but you won't get the competitions or some horses. But that's okay. It's still worth it. He's like, it says he can't jump this high. So then let's see how high he can jump. Is this game released? It's just out as a demo, unfortunately, but it's honestly amazing. So I highly suggest check out the Patreon. The Tales of Rein Ravine. We overshot that jump so, like, cause he's just like so speedy. Nah. But you gotta get him to slow down, because if he's going too fast, like, you can't get the right strides for the jump, and he'll just run through it. Okay, so I'm gonna show you on a less hard horse now. I'm like, Damon's fun, but let's go to Easy Milo. So you can see how slow Milo is compared to Damon. He's just a good boy. Milo's so perfect. Okay, we'll start over. But look how slow, like, the short canter. Like, look how slow this guy is. But you can learn the striding a lot easier on him because you, like, look at this. Like, he doesn't, when he approaches a jump, he doesn't take off. Like, he's staying in the short canter. Whereas all the other horses I was riding, all the other horses I was riding, my English, will change gaits. Like, they'll just start going into the working canter all the way to the long canter and mess up the strides a lot. So you have to constantly be, like, slowing them down with S. But this horse is so chill. He's, like, the best. Maybe I'll think about doing co-working streams. I don't know. Would you like that? Would you want to watch me just work and hang out together? Maybe we could do that. I could spend more time with you guys. But yeah, right now I'm working on a lot of YouTube stuff. So I'll be making a lot of videos. Really appreciate you all hanging out today. I really, 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 really love you guys, and I appreciate it more than you know. Thank you so much for hanging out.